This is from ScienceDaily.com. Experiment confirms quantum theory weirdness. The bizarre nature of reality as laid out by quantum theory has survived another test, with scientists performing a famous experiment and proving that reality does not exist until it is measured. Physicists have conducted John Wheeler's delayed choice thought experiment, which involves a moving object that is given the choice to act like a particle or a wave. Common sense says the object is either wave-like or particle-like, independent of how we measure it. But quantum physics predicts that whether you observe wave-like behavior or particle behavior depends on how it is actually measured at the end of its journey. This is exactly what the ANU team found out. It proves that measurement is everything. At the quantum level, reality does not exist if you're not looking at it. Despite the apparent weirdness, the results confirm the validity of quantum theory, which governs the world of the very small. So I won't go into the details of the thing, but here's the gist of it. If one chooses to believe that the atom really did take a particular path or paths, then one has to accept that a future measurement is affecting the atom's past. The atoms did not travel from A to B. It was only when they were measured at the end of the journey that their wave-like or particle-like behavior was brought into existence, he said. Wow. Wow. Now, I'm no physicist, but I will tell you that this experiment validates my understanding, not of physics, but of magic and prayer and all the, quote, woo-woo stuff that I like talking about on this podcast. Because here we have reality, this sort of non-existent blast of phenomena. And then we have the expectations of the scientists shaping that reality at the fundamental level. That's all magic is, friends. That's all prayer is. That's all any of this stuff really is. It's learning how to focus your attention in a very specific way so that you can shape the field of phenomena around you to match whatever it is that you desire. That's the idea. That's it. So, if this is working in the tiniest level, it's got to be working all the way up to the top. As above, so below. Which means as below, so above. So if at the very fundamental, deepest, smallest, tiniest, pixelated version of this strange dimension that we're existing in, the expectations of scientists is actually forming reality, possibly even forming reality in the past, then it must be happening right now. You understand? You're like a lighthouse. Your sensory apparatus is like a reality-shaping lighthouse. And whatever particular light that you're casting out into this great nothingness, the void surrounding all of us, is literally bringing it into existence. This is the breath of God in the book of Genesis. This is the breath of life. You still have it inside of you. The exhalation of the divine is rolling through you at every moment. When you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you see the effects of aging or booze or eating too many calories or sadness or all the grief or all the whatever you've been through, you've got to figure out a way to look at that reflection and say, it is good. This is good. This is good. And you do that because at the fundamental level, you are affecting yourself. At the quantum level, you are changing yourself every time you do something like that. Every time you have an expectation of people around you that's better than whatever it formerly was, then you are shifting reality. And it's the essence of magic. Magic is just focusing your will, focusing your attention out into the world. So that instead of looking out into the world and having an expectation that everything sucks and the world is a cesspool and everyone's an asshole and everybody's gonna hurt you and everyone's just out for their own good and everybody wants to stab you in the back if they can and people are gonna lie to you and people are gonna cheat and steal and the whole thing ends in just a grim seizure-like death moment as you look back on the rubble of your crap life and thank God that the whole thing's fucking ending. if you look at things like that, that's what you're gonna get. You're affecting reality at the fundamental level. You gotta bring it back to yourself, which is every single day when your mind, like some awful, stubborn mule, starts pulling the chariot of your life in the direction of hell by talking shit about friends or hating yourself or contemplating suicide or considering how miserable your life is or turning towards the hopeless. When it starts pulling the chariot of your life toward the fields of desolation that so many other lives have been yanked into, you've got to grab the reins and use your will. Consider this scientific experiment and recognize that the untrained mind that is running amok through your life is actually summoning demons into your very existence. You've got to turn your gaze in the direction of the good, no matter how absurd, ridiculous, or absolutely insane it may seem. Because you are, as far as we know, the most intelligent, sentient being that exists in this dimension.